Let's get it. Welcome to our Breakfast Club call. Today is Thursday, May 25th, 2023. My name is Pamela Pacheco, and I have the absolute honor, pleasure, and privilege of being your host. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning once again, welcome back. I remember when I first started the journey of entrepreneurship, I was not only looking forward to these type of morning calls for the information that I was going to receive, but I was looking forward to these type of calls for the inspiration. We all know that garbage in is garbage out, greatness in is greatness out, and your subconscious mind is most open in the morning and at night. So what you put in there during those times is absolutely crucial to not only what you want to do for that day, but for your overall growth and well-being. So I'm excited. We got one of my favorite people on the line today. Now, a lot of you guys have seen her on different calls. A lot of you guys probably know her from our Billboard Top 10 customer gatherers and our Billboard leaderboard around the world. Month after month, she is breaking records, leading not only her team, but leading the company. And I am grateful that I have just continuously seen your growth, you're evolving, your success in every aspect of your life. I mean, you are an amazing wife to Marvin. You are an amazing person, period. Formerly in law enforcement and nursing, just an overall powerhouse. Today, you're a silver agent here, and you have one of not only the greatest skills and techniques that you have gained to have success here, but you are leading people and you are teaching this among your team. And I think it's so important because we spoke about the other day, customer acquisition, and you've talked about a lot of the vendor events that you do. But we were having a conversation and I was like, that is interesting. I absolutely love that technique. So what is it that we're talking about? So if you are brand new in our secret community, you have no idea, we have a very simple system. It's IC, inviting, sharing, enrolling, and educating. And when you can get good at those things, it's absolutely amazing. But when we get somebody started, and you ask them typically, hey, do you want to make your money back fast? Do you want to make your money back slow? We do what's called a secret social. However, when you are starting someone that is customer-centric or wants to build a customer-centric business, I believe that it is absolutely imperative that you get them started with a wow and wine spa party. So who else to have discussed not only the details, but someone that is actually doing it consistently and helping her team? Miss Lisa, I'm going to let you take it over. Talk to us a little bit about what that looks like when you're getting a brand new person started. Talk to us about what the wine and wow spa party looks like. And I'm going to be taking notes and we're going to go back and forth. I know you're very limited on time, so I want this to all be about you this morning for the time that we have you. Thank you again for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. And hopefully my voice is going to stay around because this lingering cough is just ridiculous with this cold. But thank you for having me on, Pam. I so enjoyed your leadership, how you're such a person who is so genuine about helping others succeed. You extend yourself. You probably actually need to be cloned because you are helping so many people on different levels to up their skill level as agents, as people, as business owners. You slay it when it comes to social media training. So thank you for all that you do for us in secret and individually, how you just continue to pour your heart and help others on a major level. So I'm excited to be able to be here, talk to you about something that I'm passionate about, which is when launching other agents or even doing it for customers, wine and wow spa parties. They are so much fun. And just to give you a general idea of what happens. So if it's an agent, it's a way to launch their business and they prefer to be more so, as you said, customer centric. So we'll have them set a date, we create a flyer for them that tells the date, the address, a 2-hour window, because that's really all that's needed. and they either text or email that out to their guests, maybe about a month before. So it's a little different, and this isn't a quick 2-day or 3-day turnaround time, because just like with a party that you were having, you'd give people advance notice. So maybe if they're sending out that invitation 3 weeks or a month in advance, we also have them follow up closer to the time of the event, a week before, so they can get confirmations on who is actually coming. When their guests arrive, and it's usually about a half-hour window where people are coming in, immediately they are experiencing the product. So we're doing salt and oil scrub and body butter demos right away on every person that comes in, because truly it is a mind opener, and they're pretty much going to be interested in hearing anything else that is going to be said after experiencing that for themselves. And we make, we keep it lighthearted. People would show people like, hey, you're still rubbing your hands and you've been here like 15 minutes. So after about 30 minutes and all the guests have arrived, we'll have the host edify us. And so, because they don't know who we are, other than we were just the women that hooked their hands up. And then we'll move into the mineral rich peeling gel and the M4. So if it's Denise and I there together, we're basically splitting the room. Everybody is getting the mineral rich peeling gel on the inside of their arm. We tell them, don't do anything with this. We're going to do it all together. We guide them or instruct them, and okay, you can start rubbing it in baby circles, maybe about the size of 2 quarters. And we ask, hey, anybody seeing any white-ish, gray-ish color balls? And people will just randomly say, yeah, I am. I do. And we'll tell them, well, imagine that being your face. We do the demo on the inside of the arm, because that skin is more closely matched to the texture of your face versus the side that the hair grows on. And, we'll get a variety of responses like, ooh, or, maybe tease them like, excuse me, like, did you actually like shower like this month? And, just again, to keep it light and say, no, it's not dirt. It really is your dead skin. We'll go around and wipe that off. Then we'll do everybody's the opposite arm with the M4. And Denise and I will have, after everybody has basically a stripe of M4 on their inner arm of their other arm, we'll go around and remove it. And the responses never get old when we're taking it off with the magnet. And people, it's from, what kind of voodoo is that, or what kind of magic trick is that? So we'll tell them to rub in the serum, ask them, hey, how's that feel? People will call out different responses. And also, again, tell them, imagine your face feeling like that. So after we've done those demos, we'll transition. And I should also say, when everybody is coming in, we give them a raffle ticket. So we make personalized raffle tickets. They have QR codes that are on them that directly when scanned, it will take them directly to the website of either, if it's a customer, to that customer's website, or if it's the agent who's launching their business, it will take them to their website. It has a tier portion just like any other raffle ticket would have, because we do a couple of different giveaways of gifts toward the end of the Wine and Wild Spa party. And it's something simple. It's a bundle of the the body wash, the travel size, a mini size mud soap, and a sheet mask, or the travel size of the deep cleansing facial wash, the mini mud soap, and a sheet mask. So, everybody loves to win something. So we may give either 2 or 3 of those away, depending on how many people are in attendance at the spa party. So after we've done all the demos, we are showing a video of, that one that Jesse narrates. So unless, there's been too much wine flowing, and it's going to be like trying to corral 14 different kittens together. So we read the room, and if that just isn't going to be practical, we don't show it. We can always go back individually and be able to share the video with them. But we let them know, hey, there are 2 other pillars to Secret besides the skincare, and mentioned how different people learn different ways. People learn by feel. Okay, they got to feel the product for themselves. Some people learn by seeing. They'll get to see some pictures. And some people learn by hearing. They'll get to see and hear the video. So after all the demos are done, we will say, hey, well, how do your hands feel? Well, imagine, and we're getting the response. If they don't say soft and smooth, we guide them to those answers. And then we'll say, hey, well, imagine your whole body feeling that same way, even your feet. And we'll show before and after pictures that we would show physically if we were like one-on-one or if we were at a vendor event. But we have our laptop plugged into a TV for everybody to see. So we're showing before and after pictures of the salt and oil scrub on feet. For the mineral rich peeling gel, we'll show before and after pictures. And also we always talk about mud soap. So we'll talk a little bit about it, as well as show before and after pictures of results from those people we actually know. So after that, we'll show a couple of our vacation pictures, because we'll say, hey, there's going back to the two different pillars in Secret, because we're a lifestyle company. Talk about a couple of the vacation pictures that we're showing, and then say, hey, well, you know what? Yeah, it'd probably be 45 minutes for us to tell you about the rest of or all of Secret, but we've got this 13-minute video that's narrated by Jesse. We actually have a picture of the two of us with Jesse, so we reference him in the picture, and that's going to be the voice that you're hearing. And we take it away. We press play, and just like at the end of that video, it has A, B, or C. We'll go around the room. What do you, A, B, or C? And just before that, we'll say, well, here's some latest updates. So we'll kind of clarify that, for instance, the 50/50 loyalty program is not just for agents, it's also for customers. And we'll literally go around the room. Are you A, B, or C, A, B, or C, A, B, or C? So they know it's coming. I always tell them, look, I'm right-handed, but I always start to my left. So we just go around the room, collect the decisions. For those who are going to be customers, we'll say, hey, scan the QR code. We'll guide you through the process of placing your order. It's going to take about 3 to 5 minutes to do so. And for those, if they want to be an agent, then we're going to have another conversation with them.
I absolutely love that. The chats are blowing up with just thank you so much. So many great nuggets in that. I love the simplicity behind it. I love also that you made it so simple that this can be very duplicatable, right? Because see, it's one thing of you getting people started, but it's another thing of getting duplication in our organizations, because the reality is that we need, for us to build not only a sustainable organization, but for us to continue to have fun, the duplication has to happen. And we could get them in all day long, but if we're not helping other people, then it kind of defeats the purpose, right? Because the point of having passive income is not to remain active the entire time. So success loves speed, and simplicity loves speed as well. Speed loves simplicity. And I love how you just made this very simple, very something that anybody can do as soon as they get started, because you come in, we hook up your hands, so to speak, right? You get the salt and oil scrub, the body butter. If you're just joining us, walk in, we hook up your hands, we go around the room, you try the mineral rich peeling gel or the M4. You kind of do it, uniformly. You split the room with another one of your partners or your business partners or the representatives, and then you just push play. But one thing you did before you push play, again, keeping it simple, the system, save yourself some time, energy, and money, is that you edified, right? You edified the speaker. You 2 or 3 things, 2 facts and a feeling. You build up the speaker so that you're building that rapport. You're connecting the gap between the speaker and your audience, which is absolutely amazing, and then also showing your picture with Jesse And it just goes to show the importance of attending events, the importance of making sure that you are in those rooms, because whether it's a picture in the hallway or a picture in the training facility, whatever the case is, these are all things that you can utilize as tools to build your business. I absolutely love that. Let me ask you something. The very first one you did, like the very first one, and I know we probably have to go back a year and some, but the very first one you did you think that it was it okay? Was it fair to say that it was smaller than the most recent ones you've done?
Yes, 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 it was.
Yes.
And never mind, because guess what? I forgot what I was going to say.
I know that you are probably at your destination, so I thank you so much. If we do have 2 or 3 more minutes, I'm definitely going to utilize as much time as I have with you. But I think that that's so important, because a lot of times we underestimate what we can do in a short period of time, and we overestimate what we can do in 5 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be. But it's important because yes, success loves speed, success loves simplicity, but at the end of the day, it's starting small. It's knowing that over time, it's going to get bigger as you get better, as you continue to do the things that you're supposed to do, right? And I love how you said, whether it's a small setting or a bigger setting, we're going to go around the entire room to be like, hey, are you an A, B, or C? So here's another thing that I picked up. And if you guys are taking notes, the chats are blowing up, but I picked up posture, right? I picked up the certainty. I picked up confidence. I picked up so many different things because, first of all, you have a system in place, right? You have products, so you invested in your business, because even if you just got a customer started, you're also doing spa parties for your customers. Because if you didn't know, customers get points and product credit to once they refer other customers. So not all customers are incentivized because they want to get monetization. They just want to get more products because they love the products that much. So I think that's powerful, because I've heard you do spa parties before with just customers. But like you said, this is something that you have utilized as a best practice for not only people that are, doing spa products, but spa parties, but people that are also joining in as customers. And you also invested in your business, because let's say you got a customer that they got started and all they got was a mud soap, but they wanted to do a wow and wine spa party. Well, you already have your M4, you have your mineral rich, you have your body butter, you have your salt and oil scrub, you have your nail buffer. So you making an investment in your business to say, hey, I need to have these products on hand, because I understand when they put products on them, they're going to make purchases. That is brilliant. I absolutely love it.
And also we'll have a small table set up, since we usually are in a house. We'll have other products on the table for display. They're the ones that we have at vendor events. So they're ones that can be tested. Somebody wants to feel something or something like that. And also I did remember, thankfully, I get grace, because like I said, it's 60 is in November. So I get grace if I forget something. But here's what I wanted to remember. Here is what I remembered. If it's a spa party, like a launch for an agent, when we will also to plant that seed of simplicity, we'll say, hey, let's just use Joanne, and it's Joanne's spa party, and she's an agent. We'll say, what's Joanne doing right now? And she's going to be sitting down doing nothing, because it's Denise and I doing the spa party. We're like, so how hard is she working right now? Because she's sitting there just drinking some juice, eating some food, and just chilling. And it conveys that if I'm the customer, if I'm the agent, and I'm having a spa party, that I don't have to do the work. We have Lisa and Denise are my little personal worker bees, and we're going to do it for you.
I love that. I love that. And again, people are asking themselves 3 questions when they see this information. whether they see it in a spa party, whether they see it in a secret social, whether they see it on Zoom, whenever they see anything, they're asking themselves, is this real? Is this real? Right? Will you help me? Can I do this? So answering those three questions without necessarily saying, hey, this is real. Yes, you can do this. Yes, I'm going to help you. It's utilizing, again, this comes with training, trust your training, right? Trust the repetition, because repetition is the mother of all skill, but you've done it in a way that it's like, hey, what is this person doing? Nothing, right? Can you do that? So you're already answering that question. Oh, I can do this. And oh, they're going to help me, right? And you answered the question of, is it real? Because they're trying the products. They're trying the products already. They can't stop going like this. If they use that nail buffer, they looking at their thumb while they texting like, oh, this is very real. This is very real. And I love that you just push play, you edified, and you collect a decision at the end. Because how many people, right? And I feel that this is one of my biggest mistakes. I was so excited sharing the deal. I was so excited when I first got serious in network marketing, and I would share it. And then I would get to the ending, and I, as posture as you see now, I was like, okay, well, we're done. And I wasn't collecting a decision. And I was like, the number one reason people do not get started is because we do not ask them to, because we're not collecting a decision, right? And at the end of the day, this is about you having the posture, certainty. Collecting a decision is necessary, whether it is you're collecting a decision for a customer, you're collecting a decision for an agent, you're collecting a decision. A, B, or C. Go around the room. Are you A, B, or C? A means you're all in, ready to take some action. B says, hey, before I join, I got 1 or 2 questions that are going to help me make a decision. And a C is, I just want to be a customer because I want to have another one of these wow and wine spa parties too. I want to have a girls' night too, right? And we can invite guys to it. But Lisa, I absolutely thank you so much. Absolutely amazing today. I know that you have to get going, and I want to be always respectful of your time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marvin, for driving her. Appreciate you. If there's anything that you want to leave us with, please take over. The floor is yours. Thank you so much.
So again, thank you for letting me share. If nothing else, I just want to convey that this really is something that is easy. It's a whole lot of fun. Everybody enjoys it. And we'll often say, hey, I have fun. Hope you have fun too. And everybody, of course, will say yes. And please know that I am accessible if you have any questions. Unfortunately, I can't write in the chat. That's why I haven't seen anything in the chat. I will totally get distracted like a kitten looking at any kind of comments. So Pam, would you put my phone number in the chat? But it's 215-778-0878. Please, anybody, if you have any questions, absolutely feel free to call me, text me. I am absolutely here it would be a pleasure to share anything more one-on-one, because I'm all for, if I can do it, truly, you can do it, Denise can do it, Pam can do it, Kim can do it. We all can win at this, whatever it is, however it is you want to build. Customers primarily, agents primarily, that blend, which everybody should have, of customers and agents, and continue to make it professional, lighthearted, and fun. That's all I got.
Yes, and mic drop. Thank you so much, Queen Boss Lisa Burton, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. And she is also going to be your MC at the New Jersey SRT June 10th. Make sure you are registered. secretdirectevents.com. Trust and believe. If you think that she gave knowledge and nuggets here on this call in the last 27 minutes, you definitely want to make sure that you are at the SRT in New Jersey, because not only is she going to be emceeing, but I know she's going to be dropping some gems in the meantime. Again, Lisa, thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you, Queen. Blessings on blessings, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye. Yes, absolutely amazing, 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 amazing. So we're going to keep this party going. We are going to wrap up the call with talking about something. And one of the things that I asked Lisa, yes, I will send out the recording. Absolutely. If you are registered on our YouTube page on Chosen Global, you will get an actual notification of when the recording goes out. So thank you for that. So one of the things that I asked Lisa, if you guys realize, was it something that started small? Was it something that at first started small before it got bigger? Why did I ask that? Because what I wanted to talk about for the remainder of the call was the success of small. And what do I mean by the success of small? Number one, start small. The big man or big woman never, ever refuses the small task. You often hear us talking about mastering the mundane, right? Success is those things that we do repeatedly. We are what we repeatedly do. We become who we repeatedly say that we are, what we do. You are who you say you are until you prove otherwise. So when we talk about start small and never refusing the small task, that small task may be a product demo. That small task may be on your lunch break that you are doing a quick product demo of your products. That small task may be that when you have 20 minutes, you're going to set up what's called a Pomodoro session where you block out just only 25 minutes on a designated task and you focus on that task and you do not rest until it is done, right? And then you take a 5-minute break. But Pomodoro techniques are something that we often utilize just to give focus, dedicated time to a task, to make sure that we eliminate distractions. And the small task, when we talk about never refusing the small task, this is about income producing activities. This business loves speed, but I will tell you that it's all about consistency. The person that persists the most will win. That is what it is, because resilience and persistence always win. Consistency always win. Success is about doing the small little things over and over and over again. Hence why you hear a lot, mastering the mundane. What are some of those mundane things? Picking up the calls, picking up the phone, that phone that sometimes feels like it is a brick. Does that phone feel heavy when you're going to call people? Am I the only one? Like sometimes it does. Yeah, right. Absolutely. But those little tasks over and over and over again. What else are those tasks? Follow-up calls. Follow-up. There is fortune in the follow-up. You should have a list that is your freedom list of the people that you have shown the deal to. What was their decision? Was it yes? Was it no? Did they have a referral for you? Did they say they were going to become a customer? Because they can become a customer by just purchasing a lipstick off of your website, by just purchasing a small mud soap. So fortune in the follow-up, those small tasks, follow up with those people, your freedom list. Yes, ma'am. Michelle, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Follow up, go back to that freedom list, because I will tell you that there are people that when you showed them, they were not able to make a decision then, but they may be ready to make a decision now. So follow up. Summer is upon us, right? Again, the big man or woman never refuses the small task. It is the small little things that you are doing. It is also something as small as you saying, hey, we call something called pleasure stacking, right? When we are doing a task that may not be the most favorable, may not be the task that you necessarily want to do, how can you make it pleasurable within that time span? For example, working out. Right? Working out is something that not everybody loves to do, but here's how I do pleasure stacking during working out. Number one, I got to look cute. I got to look and feel my best, right? Even though my heat lost yesterday, I was still in my heat colors because my outfit was cute and I had it prepared from the night before. It's okay, right? But that is a form of pleasure stacking. You got to look your best. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. That is just a law, right? So that is that's a form of pleasure stacking. That's a small task. Well, here's another thing that I do. You're always going to see me promoting my products. Again, a small task that goes a long way. You're always going to see me promoting my products before I work out. But before I do that, right, then you're also going to see me nurturing relationships while I'm at the gym, because again, there's small tasks. You always see me with my products. Why? Because I know there's all eyes on me. I'm expecting a sale. I'm expecting a new customer. I'm expecting a relationship to be formed. I'm expecting someone to ask about, what is that? I see you take it every single workout. So again, the small task, what are those small little things that you are neglecting right now that can have a big impact in not only your business, but your life? Because here we don't only cover our fortune, right? We cover our family, we cover our faith, we cover our fitness, we cover our fun. So what are those little things? Because again, the success of small, start small. What are those small little tasks? It can be inviting, it can be following up, it can be pleasure stacking, it can be calling your teammates right now and getting them to the next SRT, which is only a few weeks away. Start small. If you're getting value from this, please write it in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. If I'm losing you, don't worry, we're almost done. Number 2, push past. Trust the process before you have proof of the progress. I'm going to say that again. Trust the process before you have proof of the progress. If you were on this call from the beginning, you already got some type of proof of the progress. If you already went on your secret getaway, like Michelle Briscoe and Terry Youngkirk that just got back from the Mexico at the 4 Diamond Azul 5s in Puerto Morales, you got proof of the progress. If you've been to one of our secret regional training events or national events, you got proof of the progress. If you started using the mud soap and you had some skin issues like your girl did, you've seen proof of the progress. There's a lot of you that are very brand new and you have no proof of the progress as of yet, except the testimony of your friend that invited you to see this, except of the person that you met at that presentation, whether it was me, whether it was Josh, whether it was JAON, whether it was anybody on here. But understand that you trusting the process before you have proof of the progress is key. Why? Because a lot of people quit before they quit and call customer service. They quit here. They quit here. And success is a game of inches. Finishing is a game of inches. It's not only what's going on in between here, but it's also what's going on in between here. Because sometimes there's a disconnect from your mindset to your heart space. Sometimes there's a disconnect in believing in yourself, in knowing, in after even you're seeing the presentation and you got started and you're like, man, I know I could do this. Man, that's my best friend. Of course she's going to help me. Man, this girl's helped her. Why wouldn't she? This is for me. I can win. But then guess what happens? Fear creeps in. The doubt starts creeping in. That little voice starts telling you you're not good enough. The seeds of doubt that somebody way back when told you that you weren't good enough, that you weren't going to be able to win, start creeping in. They start deceiving you because the enemy is a liar, right? And it's going to start telling you, you know that things like that don't work for people like you. You know that people like us don't win in those type of things. Those are lies. Those are lies from the pits of, I ain't even gonna say it, but you know what I'm saying, right? Those are lies. And the reality is that if somebody could do it, so could you. The reality is that the more you work on this, everything else starts shifting towards your favor. The more you work on becoming the best version of you, you will get all of the success that you desire. Because who is to say success is not just you improving the quality of your conversations? Who is just to say success is not you just improving the quality of your circle? Who is just to say success is not just you improving the quality of your thoughts? That matters. We live in a world where, and I will share this with you guys, right? Because again, we're pushing past these things. This community is so big, a lot of times you don't even realize it. The other day I was in an Uber and I'm forming. And if you don't know what form is, right? It's a tool that we utilize to take prospects from being cold to warm. So forming means, hey, where's your family from? The O is occupation. What occupies the majority of your time? I don't typically ask people, what do you do for a living? I say, because a lot of people are entrepreneurs or freelancers nowadays. So I say, what occupies the majority of your time? What takes up the majority of your time? So family, occupation, recreation. What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? I love to have fun. I love to work, but I love to have fun. What do you do for fun? And then you hear what the message is. Then you hear what the mess is or what the money objective is or something, right? But you're asking these questions. So I'm forming this lady and she's like, yeah, I just do Uber. I was like, okay, well, what did you do before this? And she said, nothing. All I was doing was taking care of my mom and my dad because they were my only friends and they both transitioned to heaven a few months ago. My heart just dropped. Right? Because I was like, man, God, you just, sheesh. And immediately I got choked up and I got choked up because it's not a secret that I have been grieving the transition of my mom. And I've got so much better, thank God, therapy. But this community, when I say that this community allows me every single day to stay purpose-driven, to turn that tragedy into triumph each and every single day, it's a choice. But man, it made me think of how powerful what we have on our hands is, because there's people just like that lady that have zero community. There's people, amen, Michelle, God definitely brought me to her. For sure. She's coming to our training event June 10th, and she's coming to the Big Shot event that we're having June 9th. But it was just so mind-boggling because she doesn't even live in my neighborhood. She lives like an hour away. But it was also God giving me a perspective shift of reminding me how blessed we are because we have access to such an amazing community that is a family. The fact that we have access to something that keeps me focused on the greater good, that keeps me focused and purposely driven, impacting people's lives. Because again, if you're not trusting the process before you have proof of the progress, you're going to miss the miracles along the way. You're going to miss the blessings along the way. So gratitude is everything, but having that mindset of, man, the best is yet to come. Man, I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I don't have to do this. I get to do this. Language matters, but push past it, because trust and believe that progress is going to come, and that progress is going to come sooner than you think it is if you just start with the small tasks. If you just master the mundane on a consistent basis, mastering the mundane. Number 3, stay steady. If you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. So I see so many people are like, oh, this person's there, this person's there, this person's got that, woo, woo. And then 6 months later, 3 months later, 30 days later, 2 weeks later, gone. Because they weren't consistent. See, persistence will help you get it. Consistency is going to help you keep it. And when you're talking about building a sustainable, profitable business, Yes, it's about not refusing the small task. Yes, it's about pushing the past and trusting the process, but it's also about you being consistent. Because I will tell you, the consistency is not what's only going to get you the residual income. It's what's going to give you the residual blessings, the residual freedom, the residual relationships, because this is the vehicle that keeps on giving. This is the gift that keeps on giving way after your birthday, right? I have brand new people that just went on their first getaway. Let me tell you something. That's gonna give Michelle and Terrion way past their birthday. They're gonna take that trip with them way past a year from now. They will never forget that oceanfront experience. They will never forget the transportation. They will never forget them catering. Michelle in the chat right now, it's life-changing. I know, right? Crazy. But again, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. I bet you one thing, she's been on fire since she got back. Like, coach, I need to know what your schedule is like. I need to book. Girl, go ahead, book them all. Let's go. Why? Because she wants now more people to have that type of experience. Now she's saying, how can I live like this forever? I don't want to be tied to a dealer 70 to 80 hours a week. And we're talking about a successful 6-figure earner, author, boss, mom, queen boss. Again, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. And this is when we're talking about lifestyle, when we're talking about entrepreneurship, when we're talking about success, it's a combination of all of these little things. But one of the reasons that, I had Lisa start off the call with all of the success that she's having, and I asked her that question of, was it small when you started? Because the success of small matters. And what appears small and trivial right now is often going to be fundamental, is often going to be crucial. And more often than not, we confuse basic with minor. Basic, by definition, it means fundamental, that they're like, fundamental things that as leaders we must do. They're not overly complicated. They're not overly spectacular. They're basic. Just because they're basic, it doesn't mean they're small. It doesn't mean they're trivial. And it doesn't mean that they're insignificant. In fact, most of the time, the things that appear trivial are fundamental. And as leaders, we build with basic. We can't stick to the spectacular all the single time and keep overlooking the regular, because some of our greatest and biggest breakthroughs begin with just the basics, starting small. You did a spa party, you didn't get the results you wanted, do it again. You did a launch party a month ago when you got started, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, do it again. You showed somebody, they said no, show another one. One of your teammates you followed up with said they wanted freedom and now they're ghosting you, put in another one. Somebody said they were going to get started a week ago, so now you've been deceived, right? And disappointed, so you're not showing anybody for that week. Do it again. Start with small, because it's the success of small that matters. Your biggest breakthroughs will come from mastering the basics over and over and over again. Hope you guys got value. As always, it is my pleasure, honor, and privilege to serve you guys. Great day and God bless. We're going to make sure that the recording is up for you guys. Greatly appreciate you as always. I read each and every single one of your comments. Breakfast has been served. Greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you guys all. Appreciate you. Blessings on blessings. Let's go get it. Remember the success of small. Great day.